Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing exponential per player capitals on the Canada Advanced map. We're playing as a green player out of the 6th position. We've got white going here on a 1 with my 3 directly next to them. This is presumably for a really good Alaska Yukon play. I could still cap here and try to bait this player into rolling me, and I think that is what I might do. I don't have any plays for any other bonus. I mean, this is the bulk. I mean, this is my largest territory other than the 3 over here. Such a small bonus. This player will start with likely 6 troops, so they'd have a 10 on 6, which isn't a particularly good position to find yourselves in. It also actually lets me play for British Columbia as well if I need to. I can play for split. I guess it's not actually split Nunavut, but not a great play for Nunavut. We'd likely get purple over here in Churchill within Manitoba. I think this is an interesting cap choice from white. And I'm going to cap directly next to them because if we can get the double capital position here, we'll be golden. I mean, you chose to cap on a 1 when I had a 3 there, dog, and a 2 territory bonus. I don't know what to tell you. But this is my best cap spot, even with white here. Obviously, it's a little scummy to cap directly next to somebody else, but I don't know. I have 5 territories in the USA bonus, which is not where I want to be. And then I've got 4 territories in the Nunavut bonus, which is not where I want to be. So at that point, it doesn't look too good for me. This cap spot actually isn't that bad as far as a risk of getting rolled by white either, because of the fact that they may try to play for a bonus somewhere else in the middle of the board, maybe, which is a risk that I need to account for. Like this bonus here, they could be playing for. And they play it smart. That is the right choice. By the way, today is my birthday. If you're wondering why we are not playing if you're wondering why we're not playing Alcatraz or Supermax Prison as part of our Felon Friday series, it's because I'm skipping the Felon Friday series this week because the game that I want to upload as my birthday game is not a game on either of those maps. I don't inherently hate them, but this is my favorite map in the game. And as such, I am going to try to take home a win here. Now, my problem is if white has taken this 2 territory, this is more irritating. Because if I have a 3 here and white had the possibility of capping in Saskatchewan and taking that bonus and didn't, I think it makes the whole thing all the more irritating. We're going to play off of this. At this point, I need to try to take as many territories as possible. Red with a 5 here is interesting. Obviously going to hit the white player over here, because these are a problem. Yeah, let's just hope white doesn't have Saskatchewan. That is simple as that. Pink with no bonus. I take a bunch of extra territories, though. That is not a bad way to do this. I did not get particularly good dice over in British Columbia there. We lost 1 on a 1 twice, but that's all right. We'll just match white's energy. I mean, because if white is holding Saskatchewan, then they roll my cap. And they're not holding Saskatchewan, so that's even better. And like obviously if they try to take this bonus here, they fail the 2 on 1 there, which is good. They do win that 2 on 1 into purple. Now I need to try to make sure this player is not aware of me taking this bonus, but they're almost certainly going to be. Does he hit? Interesting. Blue does have a bonus. They are slow rolling something. If there's, yeah, this is bizarre pathing by blue, because if you're gonna slow roll red here in this position, you should have hit that first, and then like if your whole goal was to play for Alberta, I don't know if this is gonna end well for me. We will start, unless purple hits me a bunch, we're gonna start with 3 extra troops more than white, which is not a bad thing. But I don't know that I can reliably take British Columbia here and like I don't know if I don't think I can take this and have this player not break me. It's a +5. They almost certainly break. And I get that White's not happy with me, but you capped on a 1. General recommendations not to cap on a 1 on this map. There's a little bit more leeway, especially in the early positions. And I understand it, right? You hold these 2 territories hostage back here. It's not a bad spot to find yourself. We don't lose. Okay, I thought we were going to lose those territories there. We actually don't. I was wondering if I could hit Michigan with that. I cannot. Match White on cap. And White can break me. But they probably have to come off their cap here to break me. And I don't think they've taken these territories back here. Maybe they have. Pink is getting Greenland. I'm not surprised that they hit me there. There's a decent chance that I get broken in British Columbia by blue, if not white, but I think it'll likely just be white. I don't think this player's an idiot by any means. But, yeah, weird start. I saw this position as too good to pass up, and honestly, I didn't have enough good spots around the board. This should be a boom boom. There's no way they don't hit me here. They're not an idiot, like I said. So I guess that'll just be how we roll. Pink quits. Blue does not break me, which is nice. And I don't know where red is. Red's getting 10, so presumably red has split Newfoundland and Labrador. Maybe pink tried to hit their capital because they have quit. I'd be careful with that if I'm red. I need to find... Okay, pink is back. I need to find a way to take more board while also keeping white at bay. Because I do have the territory advantage, at least for now. I think there's a pretty good chance that purple will try to take the rest of Ontario. And this is what happens on this map. This is the risk of capping next to somebody like this. Is you run into this problem where neither of you gets ahead because the other one player's trying to thwart the other. We're going to lose 3 territories over here. There's no reason. Okay, we actually don't, which is strange. I want this to be a 5 because I want the whole thing to fortify. Joke. I can't trust that this player doesn't have this, so. But I'm trying to pick up some additional territory so that once purple removes me over here, I still get the extra troops. And I think white will keep breaking me. And I'm obviously not going to let them hold here. Now, it is exponential per player, so being in the 6th position is just worse because we all trade in on the same amounts. But, I don't know, maybe somebody ends up trying to steal this, or maybe we can slow roll, or maybe they try to blitz me or something. Oh, they're gonna break red. They should break red. If you don't break red over here, I mean, you 2 are sitting on each other. Yeah, it's a smart play. I would actually hit the 3 here. That's a great play by pink. I actually really, really like that quite a bit. There's no reason to let red hold over there if you're neighboring them and you have your hold secured. And you may as well sit here. Don't love that they hit me. That is gonna hurt me long term, I think, because purple will take this bonus. We do not have a trade-in. So this guy will just go boom, boom again. This is what I want. I want him to try to hit me right now. That would be ideal. He's not going to do it, though. Yeah, he's hitting me down below 12 or trying to get me close to below 12. I just think white made a foolish cap choice, and unfortunately, we're not getting to a point where I can really do anything about it. And look, blue is going to hit me anyway. So at least it feels like they're going to. I'm not going to let white have the extra territories. I don't know why he needed to go all the way down here to hit, but I can't risk him having these two back here, because then if he's getting 4 more than me per turn, there's just no point. So I guess we're just gonna wait until somebody ruins this guy. Who does it happen to first? I don't know. 1 versus 3 here. That's the way I look at it. And I don't know what good comes of this, although he's already traded, which is good. We will lose this position over here. Does purple break blue here? Just gonna be stepping into that spot. Why have this here? Oh, actually gonna greed for none of it? No. It looked like they were going to. Red has maybe quit. Pink getting 13 is probably not great. They will play for none of it, seems. I expected to lose this. Oh, no. Red got to this point. Now, we know there's red here. So at this point, this is what can change the game for us, is keeping an eye on where the red player exists. We don't have even a trade on 4. And I anticipate continually getting hit by white over and over and over again here. But if I'm the one looking out for where red is, what red's deal is, we haven't seen this jump to 2 caps yet, but if red quits, it's only a matter of time before pink takes that. White's obviously not happy with me capping here, but I wasn't happy with them capping where they did, and they sat for a while thinking about it, which means they knew that this was a risk that I'd go here. And you guys kind of know me. I'm a little bit of a spiteful capper sometimes when I see a position that looks appealing to me, and I was really hoping white wasn't going to go here. With the 3 here and the control, like, it makes sense why they did, because it allows them to play into the bonus. You can effectively defend both of these bonuses from 1 territory. And that's really strong. But I don't know. I mean, if they quit, that would be... It's not... I don't enjoy forcing somebody to quit. I'd rather fight them on the battlefield, and they do quit. The hope is that this breaks blue rather than me. Oh, maybe not. Even if they miss a card, they return. They went MIA, they're back, but they missed the turn here. So see what blue does. Blue positioned themselves to break me on that previous turn. Even just 1 hold of this position is something that lets me get ahead. Even just a little bit. And I think blue sees this and realizes maybe not the spot that you want to go into. Red is botted. Blue does not break. And that is possibly the most exciting part about this, is white misses a card. So their card behind us, that's an interesting choice by the blue player. Now, I know that I'm going to need to hit white. And if white actually full on flags just now. So that is quite good. I can kill guard them back here too. Is red back? Red is back. I am sorry to the white player for capping next to you and making you quit, but also I'm not that sorry, because this, I'm going to keep convincing myself I didn't have better options. Maybe Ontario, but I likely irritate the purple player in there. I'm surprised purple and blue have had such good relations next to each other here. I want to force this bot to not roll with anything other than its capital. So I am going to hit this 4. Because if I can get this cap to trickle off, be weak enough here to take the 2-point position, I'll then generate +5 off of this with the double capital and the bonus. And then we can get back into the game, right? I can kill guard white back here, hoping that it's exclusively white back there. The bot shouldn't be in any position to roll me. We lose 1 on that, which is pretty crazy. And we have to use the Joker, unfortunately. But this is a flag rather than an MIA, so they will not be returning. Again, I feel a little bit bad, but also now we've got a good position. So we'll see what comes of that. Red does not get a break off onto pink. So I do think it's actually beneficial for purple, pink, and blue to all be quite strong. Because if all 3 of these players are strong, obviously red's going to eventually get knocked out of here, but the chances of them eliminating each other is pretty low, at least until the trades materialize a bit better. Now, I do need to kind of scour. I'm going to lose this bonus, right? The assumption is maybe we can use our trade-in to steal the capital once the bot comes off, because the bot should place almost exclusively on the 24 here. And then I can almost will this into going over into blue. I just need to make sure blue doesn't have enough juice to hit here. It puts 3 there. 2 somewhere we don't see it, which is interesting, because there could be white up here. I assume this attacks. It actually goes right. That's huge. Hits 4. Now, does it choose to break me, or it doesn't actually break either of us? And it doesn't defend the capital. So with my trade-in and potentially my extra generated troops, blue shouldn't have enough to come take a 9 cap unless he's got an open capital in here. And he'll have to wrap all the way around to do. He was sitting behind him. That is one way to do it. I think blue should have absolutely broken me there. So maybe I don't get a white kill guard. I was under the impression that the white player had taken this, and that's why I kept breaking. I could have actually defended against a break if I had known that blue was back here. Unfortunately, that was not the case. So we'll see what happens. I'm still going to roll this, and they actually made the roll slightly easier for me. We will get 5 troops off our trade, and we'll get 13 again, I believe, off of our... No, we'll only get... we'll get 12. Right, because we lost a couple territories in here. 12 off of our generation. Maybe potentially only 11 if purple hits my 1 over here and the 2's here. But that's still a good amount. So blue is our double capital player. I don't know where purple goes with this, but I doubt it's to steal this. Okay, I spoke too soon, and they're going to fortify to this. I'm going to hit this either way. You can fortify to this, I'm going to hit it. That's actually really annoying. That's super duper annoying. Please don't put more than like 5 here. That's obnoxious. I don't know how purple even knew. I mean, no. And blue's probably not happy with them either. Red quits. That's... Okay. What is going on over here then? Aha! This is here. I will sit next to that then. I thought it was really bad. That's a very irritating play by purple. It's a good... I want to make it clear. That's a great play by purple. The fortifying to it. And that whole shebang. It's a great play. It's annoying, but it's a good play. Excuse me. Oh, please don't. Oh, that was idiotic. Pink had a thought in their brain. Pink truly had a thought in their mind of how that turn was going to go for them. They saw my stack, or no, you know what? They didn't know my stack was there. They weren't tracking it well enough. But they saw my stack here. I assume blue it breaks purple, by the way. I assume you're annoyed enough about getting your cap take rolled that you're upset about it and you do something about it. That doesn't look good for me, though. A lack of retaliation here is a little bit strange to me. I want them to hit red here. Because I don't... Okay. I didn't want to have to commit troops here. White doesn't break me, which is interesting. Red does get 5. Red actually trades in. Which makes the elimination on them more difficult. But yeah, I think Pink... Genuinely think Pink had an idea in their mind of how that turn was going to go for them. And, okay, this is completely free. I will absolutely be taking this. Purple got broken somewhere. +6, I think. I think white might be placing in here to take its cards. But, I don't like purple quitting. I don't know why purple would quit. You got a great cap up here. You got a really good one in the middle. But yeah, Pink had an idea in their mind of how that turn was going to go, and they immediately acted upon it. Now, I don't actually know that Pink doesn't... Oh, no, Pink doesn't have Quebec because I'm in Quebec. Okay, that makes some sense. I'm going to take the red capital. I don't think there's any reason not to at this point. I don't know why purple would quit, but this likely breaks blue. Very weird game, but I guess that's the nature of risk sometimes. Does mean I can potentially steal this. It also... Okay, never mind. I'm ignoring red's capital. White is like... Ooh. 3 cards. Don't know what the landscape is over here. That was like the huge chunk of white that I needed to get hit. Okay, we don't get that. So I'm just going to take this then. If purple's going to quit, I'm going to take this. But I ignore red over here. Pink can have this. I don't care. My fear here is that white rolls... Like, they can have this. I don't even think they go for the elimination on red just yet anyway. They hit me first. Interesting. They will get broken in Ontario anyway. What a weird game. You know, I understand white quitting because you have nothing to work with up here. There just wasn't anything to work with. It's like, do you want to be patient enough? And honestly, the writing for red was on the wall, so maybe white could have tried to position themselves in their trade-ins to take the red elimination. I assume this breaks me. I am aware of this over here. What I'm actually hoping happens here is that the... Oh, this should actually break blue, shouldn't it? No, it stops. Okay, that's fine. I'm hoping that blue goes for this, and somehow purple doesn't place enough over here to do anything. This is the position that I wanted, though. The caps aren't all that well defended, but it's going to depend on what's up here. I really don't know why purple quit. And I don't think pink's very good. I think blue was probably the best player in this lobby, maybe purple, but again, purple quit for some reason. And I thought stealing this was a really good play. I'm a bit disappointed that they didn't stick with that. So, I don't know what's up here. I know this is here. This is 9 troops. There might be a little bit more here. I don't have a trade-in. There's the potential that I feed white on the right-hand side. Ooh, okay, that doesn't... So purple's less likely to take this. Well, maybe not. I was like, it's less likely to hit white here if it knows it has the elimination, or it has to retake its bonus, which is what it looks like is happening. Red's only on 2 cards. Potentially cheap. Trade off of white into red. I go boom, boom, up this way. I think that's the move. I hope that this is the end of what we lose 1 out of 6. That is the elimination. This can get this here. That actually double trades me. That does not trade me. I don't see any reason not to hit pink there. I've been nice to blue. I continue planning to be nice to blue. I gotta limit pink a little bit, and they don't actually have good pathing over into me anyway. So I get 2 eliminations there, 4 off of white, 2 off of red. So 6 cards ahead of these two. Now, unfortunately, this is not where I wanted this player to be, but if they go back through the right here, it doesn't really matter. I guess the question becomes, how aware is blue of what they can potentially do here? Because pink's going to fully clear me out over here. Again, I don't think pink is very good, but I have made potentially the mistake of irritating this player. I could loop back into Ontario here, and they might. I mean, if they... Yeah, I was wondering if that was going to happen. Blue got... we actually don't know how much. Blue got last turn, blue got 14. I think there's a chance purple would have broken them here. Apparently not. So obviously, this cap's not very well defended. Blue could theoretically try to roll it. Oh, it looks like they might... No, they only put 4 here. I thought we were going to get more there. My next trade is the 13 on 5, which I do believe is the right choice. But I think blue must be in this bonus. Purple here. Blue plays nice with me. Purple still has this bonus here. But I think pink is one of those types of players that just taken too much territory, expanding themselves too far. I'm going to get a decent amount here. I think what I want to do is sort of match. I actually think this cap's slightly better than this one now with the board positioning that we have. We get 23 troops. +2 on our capital. I'll just match the energy and just kind of go hog wild into the pink player. Terrible capital for pink. Can I take this? Maybe? No. I cannot. But I can mess them up enough. I don't want to open up blue's capital, because I think it's mostly just pointing into purple right now. So I don't want to aggress blue at all. Pink still gets 11, because they just have so many territories. But if they play off their cap here, they likely just end up giving it to me. It's really going to come down to whether or not blue wants to turn on me. They don't even retake their bonus over here. So pink has been using most of their troops to irritate red. Like, pink is not very strong. They've been using most of their troops to irritate red and to take their bonuses. I don't want to open up here. And blue's still playing pretty reserved. Excuse me. Purple doesn't get broken. This has been a weird game. I really had no business getting even sniffing a win. Now I'm 6 cards ahead of everybody. Partially because my 2 opponents did not take it. It didn't take a card. That's crazy. Partially because my opponents have been unaware of their own ability here. actually put troops back on cap. Just a little bit surprised by that. Yeah, there's no reason for me to let pink hold this. Realistically, I probably should have placed more over here to try to take more out. That is now 3 trades this game with no trade on 4. Which is a little bit brutal. Now, this is almost what I'm hoping for, is this player to take all of this and get all the way over here. I have so many territories at this point. This is exactly what we need. The kind of commitment from this player where they really just full send it over into my area. And then I can play off of this capital and basically return the favor. Now, it's possible at some point Blue's considering rolling Purple's capital here. I anticipate maybe that's not the case. Does he try to take this whole bottom bonus? He's going to play for the bonus before playing for the break, which is just not the right way to do this. And if you don't break here, you have to try to break. They don't break here. They play for the +10 on the bottom of the board. And now 3 troops on their capital. Maybe not even, because that would have looped back this way, faster pathing. Wild, actually. I don't love this. This is probably a break onto me. Thanks. Interesting. They don't break me in Yukon, though, which doesn't make any sense. So I don't know what that was by Blue. Why they thought I'd be chill with that. Now, I know their capital is not remotely anywhere here. I'm just going to actually not break Blue, and I'm just going to take my bonus back and go into pink again. If I break Blue, then I guarantee that this player is going to get mad at me and play against me. Whereas if I stick on my attempted routing of pink, I am better off I want take as I don't actually care about that. Ugh, so much junk in the way, man. Yeah, I don't want his capital. You can have the extra troops, that's fine. I don't want your capital. And they only get 10. I need to make sure I'm defended in case Blue does have pathing over to this, but I do not want to re-break Blue. Re-breaking Blue here is the worst choice I can make. At this point, I know that pink has barely any troops on their cap, and I'm better off just simply focusing on taking them out of the game, while Blue deals with whatever wrath the purple bot is putting in their face. So I don't know what's going on in this game as far as, like, I don't know why Blue would play this and then not break me in Yukon. Maybe in the hopes that I'm not going to retaliate as heavily as maybe they thought I would. No, pink doesn't even get Greenland back now. Or maybe he does. No, he doesn't. He just has nothing on capital. Ah, that's what so the fortifies are coming from whatever this player has over here. I anticipated seeing this 4 swing up this way. See, this is what I thought might happen, is that Blue will go into pink himself instead of me if I just leave him alone. He must have a hefty... They must be capped directly next to each other here. He won't even get into the capital, which makes this all the more better for me, because it really just means pink's position is eventually going to get fed. And I think Blue and I maybe reached an understanding on that last turn where it's not super fruitful for us both to hit each other pretty heavily. I have a trade-in. We are getting back up to relative safety over here. I can't risk my own demise. Interesting. I was almost hoping to open purple up there. He actually finally defended his capital, which is a little bit surprising to me, honestly. I respect it, but I'm surprised by it. But unfortunately, Blue went up this way and took out more of this player's territory. So now they're even below 12 territories. They've got 24 troops on cap, an extra visible What's that? 6. So 30 total troops. We're sitting at 124. Partially as a product of how many territories we have. There's another trade-in from Pink. That's 13 troops for Pink's trade-in. They're halfway through their turn already anyway. And we don't actually see any of the troops that they place, which is probably good for me. I need to start considering defense of my capitals at some point because... Let's back up into blue. They're going to split to try to break me here, which makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I earlier on that turn where they hit my stack and then rolled Red's cap and failed. It truly was like they were determined to roll Red's cap. I got in the way, and then they said, "Screw it, I'm rolling it anyway." I think Pink leaves a lot to be desired in how they play the game. I mean, their capital choice in and of itself is already quite bad. I would not take this bonus. And they're going to break me over here. I don't inherently see that. Okay, they're exclusively hitting my territories. I don't know what that was all about. I'm not sure I vibe with what blue just did all that much. It's up into blue here. Fair enough. 25. I mean, I'm not going to let... Blue can do that. I don't really care. Green over here. Okay. Trying to get a grasp of where all of Pink is. And I think just keeping this player... I don't actually see where any of those 7 troops land. Over here. Okay. Would have played off the 9 instead, but... because this won't even get you a fortified to the capital. We have a trade in our get trades for 23. Our opponent's trades are no more than 17 on their attempts. And this is... yeah, it's only a matter of time with Pink. So we are better off... continuing to send down this avenue here. Obviously, there's going to be a breaking point where blue turns on me fully. I think this 13 might even go back to cap. Back to this cap. This cap in the corner, though, never... my recommendation on this map, never choose this cap. There's never, ever, ever, unless there's a portal, there's never going to be a world where this is a good capital for you. Genuinely, there will never be a world where this is a good cap. I wonder if they got rolled over here. I'm going to position myself just in case to see if this is a potential elimination on Pink on this turn. Between my trade-in, because if blue rolled this capital, there was a world where there's an elimination here. Ooh, this could be bad. This might break blue. This might break me. Neither happens, but... I will trade. We're gonna run it up the gut here. That was what I expected to happen. Where else do they exist? That is what I expected. Based off of Pink's reaction, try to win that. Based off of Pink's reaction, I think that was the right way to play that. And now we get 2 more cards off of Pink. Is he stepping off? No, but he's not playing it in a way that inspires concern, I guess, over a win for him. Excuse me. This opens me up here. It doesn't take this, but it does open me up. At this point, because we're trading ahead, I'm better off ensuring that I can win. Just defend both my capitals. Gonna break blue because it's what I should do. I'm not really worried about a card block at this point. I am 8 cards ahead of this player. So that's a weird game. I mean, a little bit of a weird one. That's what he should do. I guess the cap's not here. It's on one of these 2 territories. At this point, I kind of need to force this bot off cap. It's got my back. Don't go to the right. Okay, we have to be extra careful here. I left 20 on cap. It just immediately targets my bonus. It's kind of funny. It brought 20 back, so we're not going to do that. Let's trade this, increase our chances of a bonus. I don't want much of anything over here. Let's go 70. This here. Come on, give it to me. Bummer. 114 on cap. That's not actually as much as I thought he was going to have. So... $82. Holy cow. Trade on 3? Yeah, there it is. Interesting. Wow. Yeah, we just need to limit the bot. We need to take the bot out of every other spot on the board and limit it to the caps positions. Doesn't it break me? Now it breaks me. Yeah, okay. I don't think this is going to be any sort of loss. That's a bit of a bummer. I don't think we're at risk of losing this, given how many troops blue has. Really, I mean, it's exponential per player. You got to target the eliminations. That's the name of the game. That's what I've said plenty of times. I'm not even going to try to hide this one, because I don't think whatever purple is worth is going to be all that impactful. But, you know, respect to blue for sticking around. I think they got a little unlucky that purple quit right next to them. I assume it continues playing in here because it's stacked next to him. The more troops I get, the easier this is to round out, though. And, yeah, I don't know. My lesson to the white player is don't give up, even with a position like this where somebody is capped next to you. And I know, a little bit annoying that I did that, but I don't think I had better options. Pay attention to what else is happening on the board. Red was getting absolutely mauled by pink. And the way you stop that kind of play is to maul the player right back. Or not maul the player right back, but maul the remaining troops that exist on the board. Of the player that's getting mauled, right? So anyway, that's what I tried to do. I obviously took white's cards, but I tried to take red's as well. We succeeded in that effort. I wonder if he tries to take the elimination here. At this point, you have it. You might as well hit this and hit the 6, and then have the 21 swing around, and you got it. Trading, okay. Trading the cap away is choice, because it's just, yep. That's what I anticipated happening there. Alright. Ah, bummer. I feel like he could have just eliminated it. I'm clearly going to give him second place. Can take the elimination. It won't trade him in. And we got a set on 3, so we should be able to take it ourselves. There's far too much of a troop disparity at this point in the game with this player not trading in, where should be a cut and dry victory here. Good game, man. Steps off. I mean, I know he's going to have a trade on 5, so I'm not going to prolong this. I will show him that I have a trade on 3. And out of respect for this player, I don't need a World Dom on my birthday. Good game to you. Well played. Fist bumps and thumbs up. And I will just win. They're on 5 cards. They're obviously going to have a trade-in. Give them the satisfaction of the purple elimination. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a victory. I don't think I predicted a victory when I started playing the game. But once white quit, the floodgates opened. White was expert, blue intermediate, novice on pink. I'm not surprised pink was novice. And beginner on red and purple. Don't know why purple quit. Can't comment on that one. But I hope you guys enjoyed regardless. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back with more Risk on Monday. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.